Yeah, my name is Harish Hande. I'm from Selco Foundation in Bangalore, India. What we see in Ethiopia is an immense potential for sustainable energy to democratize the livelihood space, and mostly in the sectors of poultry and dairy. Not only for increasing the livelihoods of the poor in Ethiopia for the 110 million population, but also to be an inspiration for rest of Africa, whether it's Nigeria, Mali, Tanzania. So Ethiopia can be the hub, the entry point of innovations, sustainable energy, poverty, leading to solutions for climate change. For Ethiopia to succeed in using sustainable energy in poultry, livelihoods, dairy and pottery, for example, 2 or 3 things needs to happen. One is decentralized ecosystem for clean energy enterprises to succeed, end user financing and enterprise financing. Number 3, innovations that are Ethiopia centric, whether in the poultry sector or the livelihood sector. It cannot be solutions that are brought from outside the country, but innovations that are brought up inside Ethiopia. There are a lot of successes and failures in India, and what we want is many of the failures that have happened in the livelihood sector, especially the poultry and dairy, we do not want the poor Ethiopians to replicate. So let's use philanthropic money to build that ecosystem in Ethiopia. There have been some successes which we can replicate, but more importantly, the community-based systems and the rural, what you call it as a cooperative movement that has happened in the sectors of poultry, there are some things that India can learn from, and the grassroots level cooperative movement in India is what Ethiopia can learn from. I think this synergy would help both the countries to move forward in poverty and climate change. I think the relationship with Precise in Ethiopia and Selco Foundation in India should be an inspiration for other people across the world, that we cannot look at humanity from a country boundary. A poor Ethiopian is no different to a poor Indian. We all have to make sure that the poor in the world, the 4 billion people in the world, need to move forward, and that's exactly this relationship, the partnership hopes in a very, very small manner that it provides a hope for the youngsters around the world that it's time to shed country boundaries for the sake of climate, humanity and poverty. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Huda. I work with Selco Foundation. I've been with the foundation for about 10-11 years. I'm primarily a product service systems designer, and I work around renewable energy for different development needs. So the key learnings that I think Ethiopia can take from India, and you mentioned what are the key successes and learnings. I do want to say that much more than the successes, Ethiopia can learn from a lot of the failures that we've had in India. Successes including the way that India has built technology value chains, the way in which we've actually facilitated supply chains with renewable energy. That is something positive that I think Ethiopia can learn and take from India. But I think India has a long way to go in terms of strengthening that nexus between energy and agriculture, energy and animal husbandry. And while a lot of the programs in India over the years have a lot to offer in terms of what are the best practices, I do feel like some of the programs that have not worked are much more valuable to learn from, especially the programs which come from a very supply and a need, and a very kind of energy supply side, and not from a need perspective, not from a demand perspective. So those are the programs that I think Ethiopia can learn from India a lot. I do also feel like India can learn a lot from Ethiopia, given the very similar context that both these countries have in terms of their agricultural economy, in terms of their socio-economic context, their climatic terrain. So given the similarities and given the ecosystems that exist and that are lacking in specific areas in India and in specific areas in Ethiopia, there is a lot that both these countries can actually learn from each other. A couple of low-hanging fruits that I feel can be facilitated fairly quickly is on the enterprise development side. So really kind of protecting local enterprises that are based out of different blocks, different districts, different regions, but non-English speaking local enterprises in both these countries have to play a pivotal role in delivering access to energy. There is just no other way. If we are going to depend on external enterprises to come in to do installation and servicing, that is not something that's going to sustain. It's not something that's going to be long term. So I do believe that both these countries can champion the access to energy with keeping local enterprises and locally owned businesses of clean energy as at the centerpiece of the equation. So the partnership between Selco Foundation and Precise is a partnership that's been, that was actually originated just before COVID hit. So just before COVID hit, we had visited Precise, and a team from Precise actually visited a lot of regions, different parts of India, where clean energy access has played a role in facilitating agriculture and animal husbandry and micro businesses. And the partnership really brings complementing skill sets. So I think Precise's strong expertise and experience in the field of enterprise development, in the field of finance facilitation, in the field of policy, in the field of really kind of bringing that expertise on agricultural ecosystems, that is really something that they bring very strongly from a local Ethiopian context. Selco Foundation, on the other hand, basically brings years and years of experience on the clean energy side. We've done a lot of clean energy programs, ranging from different sizes, including enterprise development, including innovation work, including sort of also scale-up programs in different contexts. And the kind of learnings that we bring from the clean energy side, that complements Precise's access to the network and to the market and to the end users that they really have here. So we're hoping that the collaboration can really be a very crucial support and a very crucial and valuable input for the sector. Of course, this partnership alone is not going to even begin to solve anything. So we really look forward, both Precise and Selco together, look forward to partnering with key agencies, be it development agencies, be it funding agencies, local enterprises, cooperatives, financing institutes, training institutes. So we really look forward to partnering with each and every stakeholder and bridging those necessary gaps within the energy livelihood ecosystem in Ethiopia.
Thank you. My name is Ahmeddin Ahmed. I'm a program manager with Precise Consult Ethiopia. I lead the off-grid energy innovation work stream within Precise. As you all know, off-grid energy access is critical to Ethiopia and the economic growth of Ethiopia, where currently 56% of Ethiopian population do not have access to clean and renewable energy access. This affects their livelihood, quality of living, gender equality, and all aspects of critical aspects of human endeavor. So tackling this energy access gap is an important work for Precise, and we're proud of our partnership with Selco Foundation to start tackling this energy access gap in Ethiopia, specifically within the livelihood space. We see so much opportunity to create jobs, improve productivity, and enhance the livelihood of rural Ethiopian communities through availing technologies, productive use of energy technologies to enhance their work, increase their productivity. And we are proud to take some of the learning successes, but also failures from India through our partners with Selco Foundation and replicate them in Ethiopia. We see so much opportunity in poultry value chain, dairy value chain, horticulture, and other key value chains to create jobs, also enhance productivity and increase the income of rural households, which is in line with the SDG 7, where Ethiopia also envisions to achieve universal access to energy by 2030. We work towards this shared objective together with our Selco partners to enable universal access to energy for Ethiopians by 2030 in line with the SDG targets. And I once again thank our CELCO partners for the lessons and successful partnership to date, but we also are highly optimistic of our partnership forward to address this important area of work together. Thank you.